Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show tonight. Into the night with me, Sean Kelly on UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. And of course, we still have that heat wave going on. I remember Sunday, it was 91. As I look at my thermometer, it is 93 degrees. It's insane. This weather is like driving me nuts. The only good thing I can actually say about this weather's coming up is that I planted 2 cherry tomato plants, and I'm telling you what, I think I've gotten over 100 of them. Every time I pick some, hey, Joe Fox, good to see you, pal. So I planted these cherry tomato plants, okay? And out of these 2 cherry plants, tomato cherry plants, cherry tomatoes, I think I've gotten over 100 tomatoes already, and they just like seem to keep growing. A couple announcements I do want to make. Just one. This Saturday, July 13th, at the Dudas Farm, we are having Blood Fest 2024. I will definitely be there. It starts at 7 o'clock p.m. And I will be down there. So anybody who listens to the show, come on down. We can have a chat down here if you wish. That would be great. I do want to do this one little poem that I did last week, and I want to share it before I bring on my guest tonight. I am who I am. Like me, love me, take me, leave me. Know that I am a true friend to the end, and ask nothing in return, except 2 things. Don't hurt me or use me. That's a cool little thing, a little poem there, that I found on the internet, and I think that it pertains into everybody's role tonight. Well, my guest tonight, not known personally, but I have followed him on YouTube, and I am a friend on his friend's Facebook. And he really puts out some really, really interesting things about Bigfoot. Okay. And right now, I am going to read his bio off my phone. And without further ado, his bio. Bill Rigby is the founder of the Agents of the Unexplained Research Group and podcast. Bill has been researching Bigfoot and other cryptids along the paranormal and UFOs. He started researching Bigfoot intensely for 4 years now, and seen a Bigfoot about 15 feet from him in August of 2021. Bill has found trackwaves of prints and just single prints. Bill has been hit with infrasound twice, and I'm going to ask him what that infrasound is. Twice, and followed out by something large and bipedal out of the woods. A year and a half ago, he started a podcast called Agents of the Unexplained podcast on Facebook and YouTube. His primarily podcast consists with boots on the ground researchers, but has expanded to others who use books and computers to get the history of the area and places. Bill also has been on TV and radio talking about his experiences in the research. And before I bring him in, okay, I just want to thank Carnation for sponsoring my show tonight and on my Sunday night show. Without further ado, my friend, Bill Rigby. Hey, welcome, Bill.
Hey, thanks for having me, Sean. It's going to be
All
fun.
right, brother. How you been? How you dealing with this weather?
Oh, this weather is kicking my butt. As you know, I was in the hospital here a few weeks back in bad shape with pneumonia and AFib. This heat wave is hard on me right now, and I love the heat. So I'm still supposed to be taking it easy. I'm still supposed to be wearing oxygen when my oxygen level goes down, which I do, but it's been staying up, so I'm happy about that. Hi, Joe. But other than that, I'm doing great. Excited to be here.
I'm excited that you are too, and I
Yeah,
am very grateful that you have accepted the
yeah,
invitation to come tonight.
yeah.
As you
Uh,
know, as I told my people on last month, that this month here, or the month of July, is going to be all about Bigfoot. Okay, and who not to ask but you yourself, because I don't know,
yeah.
you're a big name in the community here, and I would like to know, and my people out here would like to know about all your experiences.
And I've had a lot, and some I didn't realize it was pertaining to Bigfoot, like in 99, 2000. Um, and you said you want to ask me about this. Uh, but let me go back even a little farther. Um,
Okay.
when the Patterson Gimlin film came out, and I saw the video of Bigfoot, I'm like, wow, yeah, okay, cool. But as life progressed, I got older, I got into service, I got married. I didn't really think much about it. But I spent a lot of time in the woods hunting. And I mean, I lived in the woods. I loved it. That
Right.
that was my way. The woods is my solitude. If I'm not hunting, I'm just out there hiking.
Right.
Well, I start seeing these tree structures, West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, even up in Michigan when I was up there. Uh, it was just weird. So I had to start researching that. But before that, I was 14 years old, and we lived on the other side of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And
Okay.
we had to ride the bus to school. Beautiful spring morning, sun's bright. I look up over the hill, up toward the Quartz family home set up there on top of the hill. There was a UFO just hovering. I went, whoa, hold it. I ran back into the house
Oh wow.
after I yelled at
Okay.
everyone standing there waiting on the bus. Look at the UFO. Went and told my mom. She was at the kitchen sink doing the breakfast dishes. And I said, Mom, look up over Quartz. There's a UFO. She stood there. She's staring. She turned around and looked at me and said, don't say a word to nobody. And I mean nobody.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Okay.
okay. Usually she like well, talk about it. No. Well, I found out why within a week. The one neighbor that lived up near there got a picture of it, sent it into the newspaper and Youngstown news channels, and he got so harassed saying, "Oh, it was a metal trash can lid he threw in the air and took a picture of."
Oh wow.
Well, from where we were at to where that was at is to 3/4 of a mile away. There ain't no way in hell I'm seeing a metal trash can lid thrown in the air.
Right.
Hey, you know, as big as that thing was. So that got me into the UFOs. I always believed in ghosts and all that, but as like I said, life took over and all that. So 99, 2000 in Indiana County, I was up on top of Penview Mountain bear hunting, and I know which way I was headed. I was headed south. I was going down over the hill a little bit. Down at the bottom was the railroad tracks uh, and the river. You could even hear the river up
Hmm.
there. And as I'm headed down over, next thing I know, I don't hear the river. I don't recognize the area that I'm at. I'm very weak. I'm feeling nauseated. I'm totally confused. And I'm looking around and it's like, where am I? Where's the river? I don't even hear it. And I was headed west. I ended up
Hmm.
3/4 of a mile west from where I was headed.
Oh wow.
Because another hunter was walking up. I go, where's Bear Cave Cabin at? Back that way, 3/4 of a mile. I said, man, I got turned around. And So I wasn't sure what happened other than I lost track of time, and I get back up to where my vehicle is. I unloaded my gun, threw it in the car, and I went home. I said, that's it, I'm going home. And I went home and went to bed. My ex goes, what's wrong with you? I said, I got lost in the woods. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Well, um, 4 years ago, we're doing an investigation over here in Mercer County, Pennsylvania, on a little farm. Uh, the owner of the farm had a Bigfoot run across in front of him as he's coming down with his tractor. Debbie Preggy and I went and did the investigation. We found prints. Didn't find any structures there. Adjoining property, we found structures. And I'm like, something ain't adding up here. Well, we've gone back like 4 different times, found some more prints. And these prints, the one was 14 inches. The other ones were like 12 and 13 inches. And I'm like, they're probably using this to pass it through to go from one area to another.
Right.
And that's what I'm telling Debbie. Well, we kept going in there and we split up a little bit away from each other. But all of a sudden, I just got deathly weak, really nauseated again, very lightheaded. I'm like, Deb, something's wrong. I got to sit down. I says, something's wrong with me right now. And she, yes, Lisa Marie, I got reports up there. And actually, I got a friend up there doing research.
Lisa Marie, that's my buddy, man. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you.
So she made a phone call to Mary Fabian from Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project. And was telling Mary what was going on with me. Mary says, Bill's getting hit with infrasound. You guys get out of there now. Okay. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get out. Mm-hmm. If I can get up. Right. So I get up and we're walking out slowly. I get to my vehicle. She gets to her. She says, you going to be all right to get home? I think so. But the farther away I got, the better I start feeling. But it still took me a day to get over it. And I do believe it was infrasound both times.
Okay, now, when you mean infrasound, was that done by a UFO? Or let me ask you this question. Is it possible?
I know if it does, can do infrasound. Lions and tigers do infrasound. They use that to paralyze their prey.
Okay, I'm going to have to look
it's some kind of frequency they can put off.
Okay.
That's the best way I can explain it. It's a frequency they can put off.
Okay.
And I do believe exactly that's what happened to me.
I'll be damned. Now, I never heard of that.
And the thing is, with that, Debbie's here, I'm here. That could have been another male Bigfoot nailing me to get me away from her so he can have her. It's a possibility.
That's a big possibility there.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know for sure. That's just a theory. Okay. I'm not saying that's a guaranteed thing. That's a theory.
That's, and that's how we live life today is through theories. And that's a possibility, a very good theory on that one.
Yep. And
but, so I have a question for you. Okay. And I've been in, the radio for 5-6 years now. And I've talked to a lot of UFO people and I've talked to a lot of Bigfoot people. What is your feeling on the UFOs working alongside with the Bigfoot, sending them through different dimensions through certain portals?
All right. The one I saw, I presume, was flesh and blood. Okay.
Okay.
I'm saying presume.
Okay.
Did it jump through a portal? I did not see it.
Okay.
Did Scotty beam him down? I did not see it.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say. But I will keep an open mind to this.
Okay.
You've got to keep an open mind. some people call it the woo factor. Uh, I'm not totally on the woo side, but I'm not against it either.
Right.
Um,
And I'm glad you said that. And everybody out there, I'm a paranormal hunter,
yeah,
investigator, and Bill's a Bigfoot investigator, and that's how you got to go by when you do paranormal or Bigfoot or
exactly.
cryptid work at all. You have to respect both sides of the aisle. You can't just say no, you're wrong. Your way is not the
Well,
right way, but you
well,
need to.
I'm not saying I shut the person down, but I shut them up. This gentleman, I was at a big get together. It was supposed to be a small one, but we was at a big one. Uh, we They did a cookout and everything because I was coming. The Bigfoot investigator was coming. Don't do that, Dad. I want to
Right,
go investigate. But
right,
but
right.
anyhow, this guy's going around telling everyone they jump through portals. That's what they do. That there's no other explanations. And he's going on and he's getting very verbal and very strong-willed about it. And a
Okay.
couple of the people says, "What do you think of this?" I says, "I think he's an idiot." What? I says, "He's saying this. He has no proof."
Right.
I says, "But I'm not saying nothing." Till he started on this one guy, and this one guy says, "I don't care. I'm just here for the food." And he says, "No, you're going to listen." And that's when I stood up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ah.
I stood up. I went, "Excuse me." He turned and looked at me and says, "You're saying they jump through portals?" Yeah. Okay. Have you seen a Bigfoot? No. Have you seen a portal? No. Now, how do you know they jump through it? Because that's how they do it. I went, "Show me some proof."
Right.
He
It's
goes,
all about the proof, Bill.
he,
It's
he
all
goes,
about the proof.
he goes, "Well, I'm just telling you." And I said, "No, you're telling us what you think and you want everyone else to believe you.
Right.
I don't believe you. And I'm going to tell you why." He goes, "Why is that?" I said, "Number one, you're forcing your ideas down people's throat."
Hmm.
I said, "I saw one within 15 feet of me." I said, "And it didn't jump through a portal." I ain't saying it didn't, but it didn't when I was looking at it. So you can
Right.
sit your ass down and shut up or just say, "This is what you believe."
Right.
People started laughing. Uh, he shut up. He went over the other way and sat down and just kept his mouth shut. A couple people walked up and said, "You know who he is?" I'm like, "No." He says, "He's a county commissioner." Oh, I don't care. I
Right.
don't care. He
Right.
don't know.
Hmm.
Don't force these issues when you don't have the proof. Uh, I don't have a proof that they don't jump through portals, so I won't say they don't. Now, we're all in trouble now. Michael's out
Yeah, he is.
there.
Hey, Michael, good to
Yeah.
see you, buddy.
Hey, brother. But yeah, so I got a problem with someone trying to shove their ideas down your throat when you don't have the backup of any proof.
Right.
You say this is what you believe, then I'll go along with you.
Right. Well, let me ask you this question here, Bill. Michael says, "I love a good
Yes,
sound."
he
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Yes, he
Yeah, he
does.
does. Um, what was your very first Bigfoot investigation?
Um, it was Cambria Springs.
Cambria Springs.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, we saw the pictures this lady took, and she let us believe they were very recent.
Okay.
We go up there. This lady was out in left field.
Okay.
And I'm like, and she wouldn't shut up. She's taking us everywhere but where the sighting was.
Okay.
Find out it was 3 years before that. But the picture, you can tell that was a huge Bigfoot sitting in this group of trees watching over this pasture.
Okay.
And finally, after driving around for 2 hours with her, and Me and the other ones got out of the vehicle, looking around, saying, "This is where it's at. It's up on that field up there. There's a tree missing, but that's where it was at." And she, "I don't know." I said, "Mary, give me those pictures." Mary, I said, "Look, there's that little barn across the road. There's the fence line. Here's this fence line. There's those trees." I says, and I was sitting in the middle, and the tree on there was 3 trees on the right. Now there's only 2.
Mm-hmm.
I says, "Who owns this property?" "I don't know." We tried to find out so I can go up there and investigate it a little better, but couldn't find out, so I wasn't going on the property.
Right.
But the picture proved that there was a Bigfoot there, and he was big, because especially when we got there and was looking over that fence line up on that little hillside,
Mm-hmm.
it was up there, and he was the make out of him was perfect.
When you do investigate, Bill, do you bring any type of equipment with you?
Yes,
Well, can you share with my people in the chat room and all over the world?
I bring actually I bring my paranormal equipment with me.
Okay.
You know, your K2, it works perfect with the energy field out there. I bring my grid laser, especially at night. Um, I bring my recorders, video and voice. Uh, I used to do tree knocks, but not so much anymore.
Okay.
Um, I like to go in and just sit. Uh, I really do, because if they're around, they're going to come watch you because you're the entertainment.
You ever smell them?
Never, never. Even that one at 15 feet, I never smelled it. And when I'll get to that in a minute, but
Okay.
the sounds and everything, because when it was walking away from me and I was running backwards, which that was 3 years ago. I'm 65 now, and I'm proud to say at 62 years old, I ran pretty fast backwards without falling down. So I could say that much. But
Okay.
but when it turned and went away from me, I did not hear it walking. I did not hear it breaking any branches as I was walking or on the leaves, anything like that. And someone said maybe because as scared as I was, my hearing went, which I wouldn't doubt because I was scared. And I never got scared a day in my life. Startled, yes. Scared, never. And I was scared. That scared me.
Okay.
Um,
Well, go
it
ahead.
was it was 7 foot tall in that area because I took a group of guys back with me the next day and measured up against that tree that was near. Um, you notice I said a group of guys. I was not playing around. I ain't going myself. Uh, um, there was.
Were you ever out in Oregon there, Bill?
No, never out there yet. I'm invited to go out. Um, it ain't going to happen this year, even though I'd like it to. Uh, a gentleman that lives out there wants me out there, and we're going to go out and check things out. Even go back to where Patty was filmed at. Um, I'm planning on a trip out there next year. I really am. I got to get out there.
Okay.
And hopefully Bob Gimlin's still alive so I can go meet him too. That's a bucket list. I've done research in New York, Ohio, PA, West Virginia. Um, I'm going down to Virginia. There's a lot of sightings in Oregon and Washington, Michelle. A lot. Um, I've been following a couple people out there. Um, it's just the size of them out there are so much bigger than they are over here on the eastern part of the states. Um,
Is it because of the more deer, more food out that way, or is it
Uh,
just are there separate different? Are there like two or three different types of Bigfoot out there?
yeah, just like humans, there's several different species of humans. You know, you got your Irish, your Welsh, whatever. You know, big, tall, short. You know, that you got the same in the Bigfoot world.
Okay.
You got nice ones, you got mean ones. Same in the humans. You know, but to me, I don't see them getting over 9 feet tall in Pennsylvania, Ohio, New York. When people say, "Oh, we seeing them 16 foot tall around here,"
Nah.
I'm not buying into that.
No, 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 no.
I'm not buying.
Why is Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New York? Why is Pennsylvania and Ohio in the top 15 states where Bigfoot exists? Why there?
Pennsylvania mainly because of all the mountains, the woods. You know, Pennsylvania is mainly
Right.
wooded and farmlands. Um, Ohio got a lot of woods, especially southern. Uh, uh, that Michelle, believe it or not, northeastern Pennsylvania, they got white ones. The one I saw was brown. The hair was dark brown. The skin color was darker brown. Uh, there's red ones. There's black ones. Yep, you're right. From reddish brown to black. It's it's just I don't know the white ones. I don't know if it's an albino uh,
That'd
or
be different. That would be weird. That would be crazy. Just,
yeah,
having that white one being albino. But why not? There's albino deer. There's albino elk. Why
yep.
not an albino Bigfoot?
Uh, that's the thing. Uh, I wouldn't doubt it. I can't say for sure if those two that northeastern PA's albinos are just white. I don't know. Um, I couldn't see the colors of the eyes on the one picture of the one because it had the pinkish color in the eyes. Then you know for sure it's a albino.
Hmm.
Um, but they come all in different size, shapes, attitudes. Now, a young male might have got kicked out of the clan because he went up against the alpha. Now he's in a bad mood, and you don't want to cross her. So
and, and I've heard that the mothers are very protective of the children.
that's an understatement.
And I also heard through other guests that I've had, not on this show, but on Chasing Prophecy, saying that the reason why people smell them, um, it's because it's usually the mom who let go of this really terrible smell. So she's like protecting the babies from human beings.
It's like a skunk.
Yeah,
Give him a warning. Get away.
right,
Get
exactly.
away. And I do believe that. I do. I really do. Uh, I never smelled it, of course, like I said, but I do believe it's a warning scent. Um, I don't know if it's just female or the males can do it too. Like you're coming in close on a hunt that they're hunting. They want
Right.
you out of there. Males might be able to do it. I'm not sure. Uh,
And
it,
here's a question that I'd like to get you to ask you too: is these uh, these places that you see with twigs and tree trunks and stuff like that, are they close to a deer trail? All
Sometimes.
sightings?
Sometimes. Uh,
Sometimes?
I'm sorry you missed it, Cindy. Yeah, they had me speaking Sunday. You didn't miss much. I got pretty sick Sunday, and right afterwards I left. Um, but I might be back this coming year. I've been talking to Dave Yenny. Hopefully, I can come back this next year, and speak on Saturday. Um, but the thing is that the sightings and the things they're doing with the tree structures, uh, I debunk most of the tree structures.
Okay.
Um, they, people don't look at the whole picture of it. Like the ones we call the horizons, that's a curve.
Yeah.
Now, if you got something pinning it down, not just a big tree fell over and holding it down, but something pinning it down, that one I can't debunk too well.
Okay.
Um, Twists and breaks, you can debunk most of them. There's some you can't.
Okay.
X's, people say that's telling you not to go no farther. No, it's not. That X is because that branch rotted off, it fell, and it's making an X sound. You could see that. That wasn't twisted and broke off. Now, the
Okay.
one I came across several X's, um, they had the root ball sticking 25 feet in the air, making an X.
Okay.
And you do not find where it was ripped out of the ground. So, where did
C-
that one come from?
Cindy wants to know, yes, I hope to see you soon. Are you doing Jefferson County anymore?
Um, no, I don't think I'm going this year. Uh, I ain't saying I'm not doing it anymore, uh, but I'm not going this year. Uh, I already told the people that are running it, I don't think I'm making it. Uh, I got too much else going on that month. Um, I'm going to be in Central PA speaking there for the Central PA Bigfoot Cryptid Fest. Then I'm going to be back over this way for HillCon at Hillview Manor in Newcastle. And then I'm doing the Mercer County Historical Society, uh, talking about Bigfoot with them and some of the history that I found out about. So
That's
that's
cool.
all.
Now,
Yeah.
let's talk about your podcast and your YouTube, Agents of the Unexplained podcast on Facebook and YouTube. What made you decide to do that?
So I can learn more, basically. You know,
Okay.
get these other researchers on there, get other people on, hear what they have to say, so they can share what they've learned, and I can learn from it. It might help me in my research.
Right.
You know, and that's the way I look at it. It's a learning curve, and I enjoy doing them, and hearing what the other ones have to say. You know, like I can sit back and listen to your show a lot, Sean. Um,
Mhm.
you know, because you don't know what you're going to pick up.
Right.
Uh, Now, there's some people I will not listen to
Okay.
because they're trying to push their agenda instead of what they're learning and sharing the knowledge.
Okay.
So I won't listen to that. Uh,
Okay. Dave
I'm
Bruce. Dave Bruce says hi.
my
Stephen
boy Davy.
and
Uh,
Steve Lowell. I don't know how to pronounce that. Stephen says hi, Sean. Hi, and Bill. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Sorry,
well,
Stephen.
the long bits. Yeah. Hi, Steve. I hope I said it right.
I
Or
hope so
longer
too.
bitch. But Dave, he even has a. Yeah, we'll just go with Wojo.
Whoa, Joe.
No
Yeah, we'll
worries.
go with that one.
Uh,
All right.
Dave even has his own podcast too.
Oh, really?
Another good. Yes, yes, he
Okay.
does. Um, Dave's a good guy. Me and him's good friends. Um, but yeah, so you know, it's there's so much to learn yet. You know, I learned a lot from other people. Not
Hmm.
denying it. I won't say I haven't, but I'm still so far away from knowing what I need to know.
Okay.
And
And
and I'm not so big on DNA anymore, like a lot of people.
why is that? May I ask? That
I
was my
saw one.
next. That was
I
my
saw
next
one.
question. That
I
was.
saw one, and uh, I know they're out there. As close as I
Okay.
was, that SOB is out there. Yeah,
Okay.
uh, I'm laughing now because I still get nightmares from
Okay.
it. All right, and I'm not going. I won't lie about it. I still get nightmares. It still bothers me sometimes, but the more I talk about it, the better I feel.
Okay.
Um, you know, I know they're out there. I know they're living, uh, walking this earth. I don't need DNA to prove that to me. We do need it for the world.
Right.
Do I want someone to go out and kill one? Hell no. I'm a no kill person.
Okay.
You do not kill one. You find one dead,
Different story. I can
yes.
see that. I
Yep.
can actually definitely see that. But um, do you think when you saw that Bigfoot run in front of you, do you think it was trying to communicate with you at all? Do you believe they
Uh,
try to communicate with us?
yes, they do. Yeah, I
Okay.
believe they can. But no, I don't think he was with trying to communicate. I think he was counting coup, the old Indian game of counting coup. See how close he
Okay.
can get to me without me noticing. Yes,
Wojo
Steve,
says,
I did. Yes, I have. Very
okay,
much so.
okay, to my people out there, Wojo asked Bill, have you ever heard tree knocks, rock clacking, and whistles during your researching? That's what Wojo has asked Bill.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Um, and it's weird. Real quiet. Nothing's happening. All of a sudden you hear bang, bang. What's that? What's that? What's that?
Right, right.
But um,
What's he
no,
say, Joe?
Joe, if he found a dead one, he would not tell either. Um, I'd take pictures. I'd call Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum and get him to fly here right away. That's
Right.
some people don't like Dr. Meldrum, but I tell you what, I got nothing but respect for that man. And he does not say he knows it all, but he knows a lot enough that in the scientific world that would help. And the other one I would get a hold of is Darby Orcott.
Okay.
He's actually bringing the scientific, the colleges, all together on the research of the Bigfoot. He found we finally found someone that was able to talk everyone into it and work together. Um,
Well, that's good to know. But last week I had on my show, um, they actually had, I'm not going to go through my papers, but there was a guy that actually had a cutout of a Bigfoot foot, and they were making imprints with this cutout.
yes, I know who
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay. So now I've seen, shenanigans, tomfoolery like that in the paranormal field with other groups.
Yep.
What is the mindset of people doing that? What's their mindset, Bill?
Like Joe said, he's not looking for notoriety. They are.
Hmm.
They want to be the smart ones. They want to be the ones say, "Look at these prints. Look at look what I found." No, I'm not in it for notoriety. I'm I'm known out there, and I'm
Yeah,
not doing this to be known out there. I'm known because I want to learn more. And
right.
these people that does this really, and I mean really, put a fire under my rear where I want to just go nuts on them.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's the same way in the
they're
paranormal
hurting the
field.
research. They're hurting the
Yep.
research big time. I don't care if it's paranormal, UFO, cryptids. They're hurting us.
Right.
They're hurting us big time, um, and they're making us look like idiots.
Hmm.
And it really it burns me. It burns me big time. Because I'm
Say
no
like
idiot.
well, we know that you're like the best. You're like the best in Pennsylvania,
No, I'm
right?
just crazy. I'm just crazy. I'm no
That's it.
idiot.
So say like a person like me who never's been on a Bigfoot investigation, and I wanted to go on one. What do you recommend a newbie who wants to do a Bigfoot investigation? What would you tell them?
Tick, tick spray.
What's that?
Tick spray.
Tick spray?
Yeah,
Okay.
spray yourself down with tick spray because they're bad out there. Um,
Okay.
you're not. Don't expect to find something right away. Don't expect to hear anything right away. I've taken several people out with me, their first times out investigating, and I take my time with them. Take them out in the woods. Dave says, "Bring them a meal." You got that right, Dave. Um, just listen what I got to tell you, and understand things I'm telling you. If you don't understand, question me. I will explain it better so you can understand, like with structures, uh, how to do a print, a casting of a print. Because I screwed up my very first one, and that was that we had a trackway that went over 100 yards,
Oh
and
wow.
I screwed up my locally here to me. That was 14 by 7. Uh,
Wojo says, keep an open
yeah,
mind. Not everything is Bigfoot. Have a discussion on what you're seeing. So true,
ex-
Wojo.
that Bojo, God bless you, man. You got it
Yes,
right
sir.
100%.
Yep.
Seriously, and that's what I tell them. No, everything's not Bigfoot in the woods, and
Uh,
people drive me crazy with that. Oh, is you sure they're saying? I got some lady from Canada. I'm not mentioning her name because some of her stuff I let go on because it does look good, but everything's Bigfoot. No,
oh,
everything is not Bigfoot, and I tell her that, but she still sends stuff about it, and it's like, but
hey,
everything is not Bigfoot. We, yeah, you know, uh,
hey, Bill, my friend Denise McConnell, she would like to know if you could tell the couple of researchers that you have mentioned. She wants to know if I can put them in the post so she can research them people,
like the good ones or the bad ones.
the good ones.
The good ones, my mentors, Brian and Terry Seach,
Oh yeah, they're my buddies. Brian,
Jamie and Jenny King,
hold on. Brian and Terry Seats. Okay, got that one. And who are the other two?
Jamie and Jenny King, um, let's say Fred Saluga.
He's a good dude. He's my friend.
He's my buddy.
He's great.
Hey, he's yelled at me more times than not.
Oh yeah. You don't get yelled by.
You know how Fred is.
Yeah,
Uh,
you don't get yelled at. If Fred don't yell at you, then you're doing something wrong.
then
But
you got I can keep
that
going.
would be that would be good for her. He's bald. Dave said he's bald.
Yeah, he shaved his
He
head.
is bald. Yeah, he
He
does.
looked like Telly
Telly
Savalas or
Savalas.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, my friend, we got about 5 more minutes left.
Yeah.
And like, what about the doctor and the other guy you mentioned?
Dr. Jeff Meldrum.
Okay,
He is.
Dr. Jeff. How you spell that last name?
Melbrum.
MELB.
BRD.
Okay.
RUM.
BRD.
Hey, that sounds good, right?
Meldrum. Drum. Okay. There we go.
Meldrum.
And who's the other guy?
Darby.
Okay, hold on. Darby. Okay.
Orcutt. OR.
Okay.
CUTT.
I hope this is okay for you there, Denise, because she'll look them up, man. But yeah, we got about 4 minutes left, my friend.
Yep.
Quickly explain about some of the paranormal, like ghosts and UFOs, real quick. And
well, you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
Ghost Chick Angel and I got invited to the old Butler VA hospital.
I was there. I was there, brother. That's creepy, dude.
It was empty.
Yep.
But there was so much activity on all 5 floors, the basement and sub-basement. It was totally nuts. We was just supposed to do a walkthrough, figure out what we're going to do for the next time we go in there. 5 hours later, we got out of there.
Oh, yeah. I was up there, my friend, a long time ago. And yeah, there was a ton of activity up there. And it was a creepy place, believe it or not. It was really a creepy place.
The mental ward area is where I got a friend now. He wants me to come back and visit, so he might want to keep me there since I did say I was crazy. But
hey, listen, I got to let you go.
All right, brother.
Real quick, I would like to have you on next month because next month is going to be on cryptids. Are you cool with that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And what do you have coming up for yourself? Anything like conferences or whatever?
We're doing a camp out in the Alleghenies this weekend. I'm not doing any more conferences till August. Central PA Bigfoot and Cryptid Fest in Leesburg. That got thousands and thousands of people coming through. Then like I said, I'm doing HillCon at Hillview Manor in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And I'll be speaking there. And then I'm going to be speaking at the Mercer County Historical Society.
Okay.
And I will be going to Derry, Pennsylvania for Old Railroad Days. I'm just going to be there as a vendor. I got a casting I'm going to be showing that was taken in that area back in the 90s.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll be there with that and talking Bigfoot to people coming by.
Can people get a hold of you, my friend?
They can get a hold of me on Facebook. They can get a hold of me at my Gmail or rigbybill23@gmail.com or my Agents of the Unexplained group page. You can join that on Facebook. You can catch me on YouTube every Wednesday night live. So,
and Wojo says, thank you for your input, Bill.
You're welcome, Wojo. And thank you, Cindy.
Bill, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to next month. Thank you so much for
You
coming
got
on
it,
tonight.
brother. Thank you for
All right.
having me.
All right. Stay cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, it's about that time to go. I want to thank Bill Rigby for, being on the show as a guest tonight. And he had a lot of information and he had a lot of decent stories to tell. And I know the next couple of weeks coming up, I got another group of people, not group, but another investigating team out of Massachusetts are going to be on next Tuesday. Children, if you can, please, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and if you have no children, find somebody and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. Don't forget, this Saturday, July 13th, there's going to be Bloodfest down on the Dudas Farms, and I do believe it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time doing that. Well, it is hot out here. It's 92 now. Went down 1 degree, and everybody stay hydrated, stay cool, and hopefully you'll see a ghost or a Bigfoot in the future. Until then, I will see you next Sunday. Good night.